Today is Wednesday, May 19th, 2021. The time is 8:51 p.m. And I just want to make this video very quickly to talk about my progression of life. I want to talk about my self-improvement journey and how it's been so far. I'm 17 years old and I'm going to be turning 18 in a few months. Right now we're in May, June, July, August. So 3 more months I'll be turning 18. I'll be an adult. I really honestly already am an adult in my eyes and in a lot of people's eyes who know me. I'm already at a level to which I believe I'm mature enough to call myself an adult. I think, I'm going to go to Israel for a month over the summer. If I don't go to Israel, because right now there's a war going on there, I might go, or there's a war that's about to break out in Israel, so I might go to New York instead, just to travel a little bit for a month alone. Obviously, I'm not going to be with my family, I'm not going to be with my friends. So it's going to be a little bit of a character build for me, which I think I need, which I think I want, which I know I want, and I'm going to have a lot of fun there, and I'm going to learn a lot. So that's going to be like my first real experience outside of childhood, if you will. It's my first real life experience outside of the womb, outside of the house, outside of the city, outside of my family, outside of my comfort zone. And it's going to be cool. It's going to be very, very, very necessary for my progression because I'm going to learn how to exist on my own, how to sustain myself. I'm going to literally be walking on the sidewalks alone until I find a group of friends that I want to be friends with, and I'll stick with them. But that's really what life is going to be all about for me. Hopefully, I'm going to be traveling a lot when I'm older. I'll be going to different seminars and I'll be speaking at those seminars. I will be a public speaker, hopefully. Obviously, I'm setting my goals very, very early in my life, but I want to think about them now and prepare for them so that I'll have an easy process in the future. But I always think about this, like if you take the hard path, you'll have an easy life. If you have an easy path, you'll have a hard life. And it's not the other way around. A lot of people say, easy path, easy life. And even if that's true, the easy life is not. You don't want if you have the easy life, then the outcome that won't necessarily be huge. You want a big outcome. You want results. You want to create. Let's say you want to create change. You want to be a billionaire. Let's say you want to motivate people. Let's say whatever it is, you want to help people with relationships. Whatever it is that you want to do with your life. However you want to contribute to the world. You will never be able to make a huge amount of that change if you don't have first the drive for it. So I have a lot of friends who they want very little out of life, and I'm not gonna put anyone down. I'm not trying to put anyone down, but I see a lot of my friends. They have very, very little, very limited desire to see change. They want things to happen, but they don't. They say they want things to happen, but they don't do anything about it. So to me, it's a fake desire. It's a fake want. It's a fake goal. It's a fake change that they want to create in the world. They're pretending to want change in the world. If you really want change in the world, then you would do something. You would do something. And when I say do something, I don't mean do what everyone's doing, because what everyone's doing right now is definitely not considered change. And I'm going to say that right now, it is not considered change. Okay, I'll take that back. It is change. But what type of change is it? It's not a positive change. And we can say that for sure by looking at our society. We can say that for sure by looking at Israel right now. We can say that for sure by looking at online, looking at the education system, at our political system, looking at the race relations, looking at our society right now, we can see that the change that is going on, that is taking place, is not positive. And so how do we make it positive? What do we do to make it positive? And how do we stop the negativity from happening? We have the negative change coming in. So what can you do? First of all, I think it's just back to what I said. With the drive that you have, if you don't have a drive, find one thing that drives you. What's something that motivates you? For most people, it will be family. For most people, it will be family. Their family, they're really close to their family, and they do whatever their family says. They do whatever the family does, or maybe it's friends. They'll listen to their friends. They are, loyal to their friends. Let's say it's the president. They're loyal to their president, their political party. They love politics. Let's say it's God. They're loyal to God. They love their religion. They pay attention to the rules. Whatever it is that motivates you. For me specifically, it's attention. And I'm going to be very honest here. It's a selfish desire. And it's not bad. It's not bad. Obviously, the ideal person will not have that negative characteristic. And I'm trying to shape my life around the ideal person, right? I compare myself to perfection. And I do. I compare myself to perfection. If you compare yourself to the average Joe that we have in the world, then you're not going to be really pushed or motivated, or really you're not going to even want to reach perfection. Right now, if you set the bar high, then yes, you will be, a little bit sad if you don't achieve that goal. If you have expectations and you don't meet those expectations, sure, you'll have a lot of sorrow in your life. But I'd rather go through that process and have that sorrow than to not have tried at all and to still have that sorrow. Because the sorrow is coming no matter what. I'm going to be miserable with my life if I don't meet certain expectations or certain quotas. Or even if I don't have those expectations, if I don't set those quotas, I'll still be miserable because I'll look at my life and I'll see that I didn't create much change. And when I die, no one will remember me after 2 generations. 2 generations. My name will not be remembered. And it's not about my name being remembered. It's about the results that have come as a result of my existence being lasting impact, having lasting impact on the world to create positive change, not just any change, positive change. I want to really talk about this right now because a lot of people say change is hard, change is difficult, nobody wants to change, and I actually don't agree. It depends what type of change you're talking about. I do agree if you want to say positive change. If you want to say change, you can't say that because there's negative change and there's positive change. Negative change is the easiest change to come by. Negative change is the easiest change to come by. Right now, we're all changing. The society is changing forcefully. And is it hard? For some people, because to them it's a positive change. So they have to work very hard and they have to go into a state of discomfort. If you want to create a positive change in your life, you usually have to go out of your way. If you want to create a negative change, hey, look, I want to give you $1 million. I want to give you $1 million. Will you accept that change? It's going to change your life. Will you accept that change? I think you will. I think you will adapt your life around that $1 million instantly because you want that $1 million. Who said it's positive? Who said it's negative? It's definitely positive to be $1 million richer, but it's also it comes from probably a state of selfishness. Probably comes from a state of me. I want to receive for myself and I don't want to share it. Now, however, if you want that $1 million because you want to share it with someone, right? Maybe that might be a positive change, but maybe you don't want to do that. So that would be a discomfort change, right? It's a change that's positive, but it's discomforting for us. So this is just a few talks that I enjoy discussing, and I want to talk more about it when I'm in the future. I want to speak publicly in front of college campuses, maybe at some sort of seminars. If I'm a life coach, I'm a life coach. If I'm a clinical psychologist, I'm a clinical psychologist. If I am whatever I am, I really just know that it's going to be somewhere around speaking. Something that involves speaking. Maybe it's going to be an online public figure. Maybe it will be I don't want to say, I don't think I would be a political figure ever in my life, but I don't want to say ever because everything changes. I might change my opinions. I might change my opinion on this, but for now, my opinion on politics is very, very simple. Don't engage in it. Very, very simple. Do not engage in politics. And, politicians and the corruption that goes on in the government, doesn't matter if you're on the right, left, up, or down. It really just matters if you're involved in that circle, you have to put on a facade. You have to be an actor. You have to be careful what you say. You have to lie to people. You have to. You have no choice. You actually have to lie. In order to get elected, you're going to have to lie. You're going to have to lie. Because if someone asks you a question, which the answer is negative answer, and people are not going to like, you're not going to say the negative answer. So at the very least, if you're not lying, you're at least withholding the truth, and that is not honesty. So you're going to have to sacrifice your honesty if you want to be a politician. You have to. There's no choice there. So with me, that doesn't really align with the way I want my life to go, so for now, I'm going to have to say no on that. But it's crossed my mind, do I want to be a president? Do I want to get involved in law? Do I want to be a council member? Do I want to be a senator? Do I want to be a congressman? Do I want to be in politics? For now, no. Do I want to be an actor? For now, no, but it's possible. Do I want to be a public speaker? For now, yes. Life coach, yes. Psychologist, yes. Helping people with their lives, yes. Individual tutoring and coaching, yes, for life. For now, that's really all I can say. And until the day comes where my life really has that initial push to begin, meaning once I get out of school, once I start my career, whenever I choose that career, we will see how to best implement spirituality into it, how to best implement self-improvement techniques into it. Whether it is specifically about self-improvement or not, doesn't matter. I will find a way to incorporate that into my work because that is what I want to do. That's what I love to do. That is where my drive stems from. So yeah, that's all. Again, Wednesday, May 19th, 2021, 9 o'clock p.m. And good night.